These are the top 5 Prime Day gaming monitor deals. If at any point during the video you want to check out any of these 5 amazing Prime Day deals, there are Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But let's jump into the number 5 spot, which is the LG 27GP750-B. Now this has a list price of $299.99, but it is currently on sale for $179.99, meaning that you can get a 240 hertz 27-inch LG monitor for under $200. That is nuts. Now this is a 27-inch 1080p resolution gaming monitor with a refresh rate of 240 hertz. And another cool thing is that this is NVIDIA certified G-Sync compatible, which is very, very cool, especially now with this very low price. Now brightness is absolutely fantastic. It was fantastic at its original price, but at its Prime Day deal price, it is absolutely unheard of, hitting a whopping 480 nits of brightness. This makes for a very vibrant, beautiful panel. So even though this monitor is really going for speed and competitiveness, you're still getting a beautiful and very bright image. Now for the input lag, response time, and ghosting, this thing absolutely excels. This hits a 1 millisecond gray to gray response time, equating to basically no ghosting. This thing is insanely low ghosting. You will not be able to notice it even if you are a very competitive gamer. And input lag follows suit with that. This is incredibly low. If you are a competitive gamer, or if you just play competitive games, Fortnite, Warzone, anything like that, Battlefield, this is going to give you a competitive edge. This is a fantastic monitor to play competitively, especially in this insanely low price point now. Overall, if you want a super fast, bright, and vibrant gaming monitor that has a super high refresh rate, this is an awesome monitor for under $200 at $179.99 at Prime Day. Absolutely insane. But let's move on to the number 4 spot, and that is the INNOCN 40C1R. Now this typically retails for $599.99, but it is currently on sale for $479.99. But not just that, they add a coupon for Prime Day on top of the Prime Day deal, which is for $80, which means you can get this monitor for $399.99. You are getting this at a very substantial deal. That's a big discount. Now, this is a massive 40-inch 21:9 ultra-wide with a resolution of 3440 by 1440p. Massive screen. Now this hits a refresh rate of 144 hertz, and even though it is not NVIDIA G-Sync certified compatible, it does work quite well with G-Sync. As for brightness, this hits around 355 nits in typical SDR content. This is actually pretty good, higher than your average monitor. And even though the brightness isn't insanely high like a lot of the monitors on this list, this still provides a very beautiful and vibrant image due to the colors and the Delta E color calibration from the factory. So when this comes in the factory, out of the box, this is already pre-color calibrated and very accurate actually, and very beautiful overall. Now the input lag, response time, and ghosting, this does have a slower response time, which does equate to a little bit more ghosting for an IPS panel, but still way less ghosting than 95% of all of the gaming VA panels out there, except for a few, which is actually the next monitor on this list. But this is also coming in at a price before Prime Day deal that literally has zero competition. However, the input lag was very surprising to me. It was quite low. Now, this is a new company, and we haven't seen a ton of monitors from them, but this one, it hit the mark in a lot of the areas where it mattered. Input lag being very low, ghosting being higher than normal, but still lower than a VA panel, brightness being quite good, but it's massive at 40 inches. And that is the biggest thing with this monitor. If you want a huge screen that does everything well, doesn't do everything amazing, but it does everything well, but is massive and gives you an insane gaming experience. This is more than just playing a game. This is incredibly immersive because of the sheer size of it. This is a huge reason I love this monitor because it's an experience every time you use it. And it's also my personal monitor on my sim racing rig. Overall, for the insane value right now of $399.99, this is a no-brainer if you want an absolutely massive gaming monitor that has accurate colors and can do more than just gaming, but all productivity kind of work. Moving on to the number 3 spot, this is the Dell S3422DWG, my most recommended VA gaming ultrawide ever, which previously cost $509.99, but for Prime Day, this is on sale for $389.99. This is the lowest price I have ever seen the Dell S3422DWG at. Amazing time to get it. Now, this is a 34-inch ultrawide with a resolution of 3440 by 1440p. This also has an 1800R curve, so it is a little bit curved. Now, this is pushing 144 Hz with FreeSync Premium. This also does work with G-Sync. It is not a G-Sync certified compatible monitor, but it does work with G-Sync if you keep those frames above 60 FPS. Get a little bit of stuff going on below 60 FPS, but if you're someone who's gonna keep those frames above 60, absolutely no problems with it. Now the brightness is very good here, hitting 400 nits of brightness, but going all the way up to a peak brightness of 520 nits of brightness. That is very bright. This makes for an incredibly vibrant and beautiful gaming experience. Now, you pair that with the contrast ratio of this VA panel, because this is a VA panel, and you're getting those deeper blacks paired with a very high brightness. And this makes for an incredibly cinematic and absolutely beautiful gaming experience at a price that currently is very inexpensive. Now for the input lag, response time, and ghosting, this hits a 2 millisecond gray to gray response time, and typically VA panels have awful ghosting. This one is tuned incredibly well. The best tuned VA panel I have ever used and ever reviewed on the channel. This has incredibly low ghosting, especially for a VA panel, but it even has low ghosting for any panel out there. Now this doesn't have red and green ghosting at my recommended response time setting. Watch my review if you want that, but it should come without having red and green ghosting in that setting, which is also incredibly impressive because that's not what happens with the competition. So the ghosting is very low. The input lag is also very low. You pair those two together, that's an unusual thing to happen with a VA panel. And when you compare that to the competition from basically everyone, no one else can compare to Dell. They do it the best. Overall, for under 400 bucks, it's insane that you can even get an ultrawide that gives you this insane experience that is quite premium at under 400 bucks. That is insane to me. So overall, if you want a 34-inch ultrawide and you want it under 400 bucks, this is absolutely the time to get. But moving on to the number 2 spot, this is the Acer Predator XB283K. This is my favorite 4K 27 or 28-inch, because this is a 28-inch gaming monitor. Previously at an already fantastic price of $629.99, but on Prime Day is now $534.99. That means basically at a $500 price point, you are getting an extremely premium 4K high refresh rate gaming monitor. That is nuts. And if you told me that a year ago, it would blow my mind. Okay, so right away, this is a 28-inch screen size at a resolution of 3840 by 2160, aka 4K. The image is absolutely crystal clear with a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and this does have FreeSync Premium, and it works perfectly with G-Sync, which I am happy to say. Now the brightness is actually quite good here, hitting 360 nits in SDR content and a whopping 540 nits of brightness in HDR. That is absolutely insane. Now pair that with being a absolutely crystal clear monitor, and this is a stunning and truly incredible price for this monitor, and this is truly incredible for the list price and unbelievable for its Prime Day deal. Okay, but response time, ghosting, and input lag. Response time is insanely low, equating to ghosting that is basically none. This is some of the lowest ghosting that we've ever seen on IPS panels. It is basically crystal clear. Then the input lag is also very, very low. But then you take all of that, you pair it with a 4K resolution, you pair it with the brightness, and then you pair it with the colors, and this is one of the most stunning monitors that you can get in this price range, 100%. Gaming on this is an absolute joy, and this is actually one of the monitors that's on my setup actually right over there, and I actually use it every single day. Overall, if you want a premium 4K high refresh rate gaming monitor, this is the time to buy at $534.99. That is a good price. But moving on to the number 1 most recommended Prime Day deal, absolutely insane that this monitor went on sale. This is the LG 34GP83AB. Notoriously one of my most recommended ultrawides of all time. This comes in at a list price of $799.99, but for Prime Day, this came all the way down to $669.99. This is, I think, the first time I have ever seen this monitor go on sale. Now, this is a 34-inch ultrawide with a resolution of 3440 by 1440p. This has a refresh rate of 165 Hz and is NVIDIA G-Sync compatible, which is awesome. And for brightness, this is fantastic, hitting 450 nits of brightness after testing in typical SDR content, which is very good. And one of the reasons this is probably one of my most recommended monitors ever, the image is absolutely stunning. Even when compared to just released ultrawides that are way above this in price, this is punching way above its weight in image quality. Colors are fantastic and vibrant, and gaming on this is near perfection. Now, the response time, ghosting, and input lag. Response time hits 1 millisecond gray to gray response time, equating to very, very low ghosting, basically crystal clear. Then the input lag is also incredibly low, as you would expect from a high-end premium ultrawide like this is, but you're getting it at a not premium price tag anymore of $669.99 when this monitor has never gone on sale before. Overall, if you want the best gaming ultrawide under $1,000, this is the time to buy it. Again, if you want to check out any of the 5 deals, there are Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links, but I hope I helped you guys out find the best Amazon Prime Day deals for monitors. But this was Type C Tech Reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video.